What's up, Dosers? My name's Jed. I'm the youth pastor out here at Palma Valley. I'm so excited to be here with you today in our In It Not Of It series. I just want to start out with a question. Has there ever been a food in your life that you just don't like? Maybe you even hate it. For me growing up, it was celery. I hate celery. It's bland, it's stringy, it's gross. There's no purpose to it. As I've gotten older, I've realized that it's not too bad as a compliment. My son hates broccoli, and we can't get him to eat broccoli to save our life. Maybe for you it's black licorice or something bitter like that. And as I've gotten older, I've realized that there is something chemically that happens in our mind and our bodies as we begin to ingest foods that we don't like. Our taste buds will receive flavor, for instance, black licorice, they'll taste that bitterness, and they'll receive it as danger, as poison, something bad for us. And so we won't like it. But the more we take it on, we acquire that taste and we begin to appreciate it and maybe even desire it and want it. And this is kind of the idea that Paul gets at here in Romans chapter 12. Verse 2, he says, "Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you may discern what is the will of God, what is good and acceptable and perfect." See, I've never really had to try to convince my kids that candy needs to be eaten. I've never had them sit at the dinner table and say, make sure you eat your candy. And this is the idea that Paul confronts us with here, is he says, look, the pattern of this world is easy. The pattern of this world is candy. I'm not going to have to try to convince you to do what the world says. In your workplace, the world is going to say, when you get that email from somebody, it's easier just to send off a quick, harsh quip. Or maybe that coworker that you have in the workplace that constantly kind of has things going on and is seeking your advice or comfort or help. Maybe you turn the other way and you say, I don't want to deal with that. Or maybe it's just dealing with work ethic, where it's easier to lie to get ahead than to be honest. See, the pattern of this world are things that the world will say are okay. And it's easy to conform to those and be shaped and molded by those things. And Paul challenges us with this idea that we need to go beyond. We need renewing. We need to change the taste buds of our minds and our lives to the fruit of the kingdom. Those are the hard things, though. Those are the broccolis of the world, of the kingdom of God. It's not always easy to meet people who don't necessarily deserve grace with grace. It's not always necessarily easy to meet people with service who don't deserve service. And this is what Paul challenges us with. We got to do the hard things of the kingdom in order to rechange and renew our minds to get into the broccolis of the world, to get into the broccolis of the kingdom. Because when that happens, our minds are shaped in the likeness and holiness of God. We start to impact our communities around us with doing things like love and grace and mercy towards people, even when they don't deserve it. And today, there might be a reflection in our minds that we have to rest on. And we say, what is that broccoli for me in the kingdom of God? What am I struggling with? Where am I not giving grace? Where in my attitudes, my motives and desires, are they not shaped like God's likeness and holiness? Dosers, today I hope that you have that challenge in your mind, that you're looking and reflecting on your own life and saying, where do I need to adapt? Where do I need my taste buds to change for God's kingdom so I can impact his kingdom here? Thanks so much, Dosers. We'll see you next time.